Today, let's talk about 特赦. Wait, not that kind of special effects. Special pardon indeed. You might think of historical figures like Emperor Taizong of Tang, Wu Zetian, Emperor Taizu of Song, Kangxi Emperor, Qianlong Emperor, and so on. If a Chinese historical drama doesn't feature a scene of granting amnesty to the entire nation, it might just be, well, a time travel series. Oh, these are all just typical tropes. Amnesty is an ancient institution believed to have been present in China since ancient times. Subsequent dynasties often decreed amnesties on significant occasions or simply when the emperor felt the day was pleasant. Clemency practices vary worldwide, but they are most commonly seen during or after wars as they serve to, well, heal the wounds of war. In the United States, the president has the power to grant pardons. In 1974, President Ford announced a pardon for Nixon, who resigned due to the Watergate scandal. Besides political matters, presidents occasionally pardon minor legal offenses. Oh, and there's the Thanksgiving tradition of pardoning a turkey. In France, it's said to be a tradition for every new president to announce a pardon on the first national day in office. Hence, many drivers with parking fines wait for the presidential pardon to clear their penalties. In the UK, the power to grant pardons is vested in the monarch. In 2015, on the 70th anniversary of the victory in the World Anti-Fascist War, South Korea declared a Liberation Day special pardons to commemorate 70 years since the end of Japanese colonial rule. Russia, also a victor of World War II, pardoned tens of thousands to commemorate the 70th anniversary of their victory in the Great Patriotic War. It's essential to distinguish between amnesty and pardon. Amnesty can not only exempt one from punishment, but also absolve one of the crime, whereas a pardon can only reduce or exempt one from punishment without absolving one of the crime. Ancient amnesties were often dependent on the whims of monarchs, and some foreign countries have used pardons to curry favor. However, today's practice of granting pardons in our country is based on the rule of law. From the inception of the first constitution, China's laws have always contained provisions for pardons. According to the current Constitution of 1982, the decision to grant special pardons is made by the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress (NPC). The orders of special pardons are signed and issued by the President of the People's Republic of China, with the People's Courts adjudicating, the People's Procuratoriates supervising, and judicial administrative organs and public security organs executing the order. In addition to the Constitution, other current laws, including the criminal law, the criminal procedure law, and the extradition law, also contain relevant provisions on special pardons. It's worth noting that there is no system of amnesty in China at present. To commemorate the 70th anniversary of the victory of the Chinese People's War of Resistance against Japanese aggression and the World Anti-Fascist War, on August 29, 2015, President Xi Jinping signed a presidential order of special pardons. According to the decision passed by the 16th session of the 12th NPC Standing Committee, special pardons were granted to 4 categories of prisoners. This was China's 8th special pardon, with the previous one having taken place 40 years earlier. This special pardon forgave general criminals who had participated in the War of Resistance against Japanese aggression, the War of Liberation, and wars defending the sovereignty, security, and territorial integrity of the motherland after the founding of the nation. It also targeted certain elderly and disabled criminals and minors. However, the special pardon explicitly excluded those guilty of corruption and bribery, serious violent crimes, crimes endangering national security, and organized crimes related to terrorism and gang activities from being forgiven. While the special pardon system is not something one might encounter in a lifetime, its presence reminds us that the law is not just the cold hammer of justice. The humanitarian tradition of caring for the elderly and the young and being prudent in punishment and compassionate to prisoners has not been abandoned. Moreover, granting special pardons at specific events and times can further reinforce the values that a society promotes and opposes. The special pardon tells us that the glory of defending the homeland is indelible, but even those with such honor, if corrupt, are ultimately unforgivable. Have you grasped the essence of such a special pardon?